So guys, here is the exhaust note of the Honda Hornet 750, 90 horsepower, 75 Newton meters torque, 755cc parallel twin. "270-degree crank". Hi there guys, welcome to Dino's Vault, and surprise surprise, I have two razor sharp naked middleweight motorcycles parked right behind me. Both of them are Hornets, but what does the word Hornet stand for? It means a large wasp that has a very heavy sting to it. So every time you ride it, it gives you that kind of a sting to feel the rush of blood. So the Hornet actually goes back several decades, back up to 1998, where you had a proper middleweight naked street fighter built based on their screaming inline 4 from the CBR 600RR. Imagine that monster. Okay, with the emission norms becoming really strict, they had to come up with something unique that will not miss out on the fun part that the Hornet stands up for. At the same time, it can stand up the test of time. Now that is where the Hornet 750 comes in. Bulletproof parallel twin. You can rev it to the limits, beyond its limits, and it can still stand the test of time with the kind of adrenaline it has on offer, the practicality, the usability, and the versatility that takes it to a different level altogether. So what does the Hornet have on offer to make it such a champion machine, which I feel is going to slowly but surely start winning hearts across India? Because first of all, it is a proper Honda with quality written all over it. I mean, quality oozing from every element. So be it the headlamps up front, you have LED headlamps right over here, multiple lighting elements. You have this prism kind of a layout and very sharp, sleek design for the headlamp, reminiscent of its elder brother, the Hornet SP or the Hornet Liter class, Hornet 1000. So you have a similar kind of a Predator kind of a feel with the teeth coming out on the sides, like that of a saber tooth. And then of course you have a neatly laid out accent for the front fender. Now this is not metal, but still it's all put together really well, and this white color stands out. Like, I mean, on the streets, this one is going to be a looker. I mean, it's going to be an absolute showstopper, chiseled to perfection, sharpened like an arrow to cut through air much more efficiently with reduced drag and much more better aerodynamic efficiency. You have USD forks to offer superb front end feel. Again, well chiseled bodywork to give you that sharp, sleek and sharpshooter kind of a design. You have the Honda logo right here screaming, louder than ever before, and the Hornet, legacy imbibed on the tank. So the tank is a 15.2 liter tank. The seat height is accessible, just below 800 mm. So it's around 795 mm. So it is a pretty usable seat height. So when you sit on the motorcycle, a person of my size, average height, close to 5 feet 7 inches. So I can almost put both my feet on the ground and almost flat foot completely on one side effortlessly. And you have adjustable levers to adjust as per your finger reach. Again, very well laid out LED lighting elements all around, including the always on headlamp and the turn blinkers that enhance your visibility in foggy and rainy conditions. The cluster is another champion inclusion. The handlebar is so well set that you can ride all day long without feeling fatigued. The risers are perfectly set. It's not too upright, nor is it too forward biased or not too committed. The switch gear is top notch as always. Integrated starter button with a kill switch, hazard light switch, high beam flasher, and a neatly laid out joystick for seamless navigation through the user interface of the Speedo console. Again, 795 mm seat height. At the same time, you have 140 mm of ground clearance, so not too tight for you to put you in a spot of bother, but 140 mm also seems something that you need to be a little careful while tackling those uneven, horribly shaped craters or speed breakers that you might come across on city streets. Again, the engine is a champion 755cc SOHC parallel twin liquid cooled fuel injected engine that puts out around 90 horsepower and close to 70 Newton meters of max torque, and comes mated to a 6-speed gearbox. Now, the previous gen model, I mean the original Hornet, of course, was a screaming inline 4 putting more than 100 horsepower. But then for the parallel twin, for the kind of power to weight ratio, it's around 192 kilos or something. And imagine 90 horsepower being unleashed to the rear wheel. This one is going to be an absolute wheelie machine. So, undeniably, it's going to be complete fun package to ride. I can't wait to actually ring the throttle wide open on this machine and go blasting across the straights or the twisties, because imagine a parallel twin that is hassle free, is reliable, is relatable, is usable on a day-to-day basis, and at the same time offers loads of fun because of the agility. The diamond frame coupled along with the separate function forks from Showa, the big piston forks and separate function forks offer superb front end feel. The rear monoshock assists the diamond frame in offering great handling and superb agility and maneuverability and flickability even in chock-a-block city traffic, and also in canyon twisties kind of a scenario. Neatly laid out heat shield, beautifully laid out side mounted exhaust, dual port exhaust, so you have that throaty exhaust note, a rugged swing arm again to give you that limitless amount of fun on the run. Especially the low to mid range punch on this is going to be exemplary. That's what most of the international motorcycle media had to say about this. It is limitless fun for those who enjoy that low to mid range punch on their motorcycles, and that's what this is all about, more than the top top end rage that the inline fours have on offer. So you have the rumble of a V-twin, the torquey nature of a V-twin, and the refinement of a parallel twin, and the usability of a parallel twin, and the maintenance free usage of a parallel twin coming together in perfect harmony to give you amazing, engaging riding experience, especially a torquey, riding experience on the go. The seating is nice and well sorted. You have flat bed seats such that you don't have to slide forward each time you brake hard. A pillion seat is nice and spacious and usable to ride two up. The tail lamp is again very beautifully laid out, and the quality of equipment screams through each and every element, be it the foot pegs or the levers or the adjustable levers or the console. So when you look at the console, there are a few things that you need to note. If you can come and have a look at the console. So let's start with the startup animation. You have this Hornet, that wasp kind of a symbol coming up, and then you have this beautiful backlit display. It's a full color TFT console. All the relevant info with the rev needle climbing across in the middle of the display. Then you have the speedo counter right over here, and the odometer, the ambient temperature, the clock, the gear position indicator, the fuel gauge, and even the riding mode. So for you to switch between the riding mode, you have a dedicated switch. So user interface simplified as much as it can be. So that is the best way to put it. So just flick of a switch, you have user 1, user 2. That is every parameter set as per your preference. You have sport, you have rain, and you have standard. So this is standard, sport, then you have rain, and you have user 1 and user 2. Now get into the fine tuning of the settings. You have to go through this, use this joystick to go through the menu. So here you have the layout, which you can change as per your vision will. First of all, you have the trip A, trip B, you have the average consumption, the user layout as per your preference, being the power output, the engine braking, and the traction control that you have set as per your user preference. Now apart from this, You also have other layout like distance to empty and settings. Now settings have the most detailed layout with the riding mode. Here again you have user mode where you can set every parameter as per yourself. You have 4 levels of 1, 2, 3, yeah, 3 levels of power that can be adjusted, 3 levels of engine braking that can be adjusted, 3 levels of traction control that can be adjusted as per your vision. The preset modes have everything preset as from the factory, but the user mode lets you select it as per your personal vision will, the way you want it. Again, going back, you have the shift light setting option, then you have the security thing with the HISS, and then you have display type that can be changed from circle to bar display. I think we've gone with the bar display now. This is the bar display. It has that superbike kind of a feel with the rev counter going all the way to the red line. So the settings have all this general unit, date and time, language, and all those default settings that you can revert to as per your vision will. So this is about the cluster. You also have a very beautifully laid out key right over here. So we've talked about the engine, the suspension. You have USD forks, as I told you, separate function forks from and big piston forks from Showa to offer a reassured front end feel for the kind of mayhem it has on offer when it comes to power to weight ratio. And among the 2 colors, which is your favorite color? Feel free to comment below and let me know. Undeniably for me, the matte white steals the show. It is absolute looker and a showstopper, especially with this beautiful crimson red color added to the diamond frame. It really elevates the sharpshooter, middleweight, naked weapon kind of character of this machine. The tires are, I think, Dunlop Road Sport 2 tires. You have 120 section front and 160 section rear tire. In terms of brakes, you get a 296 mm pedal discs up front and 240 mm pedal disc at the back. Nissan calipers to offer supreme braking. You do have adjustable levers as well that you can set as per your finger reach. So that's pretty much it. Guys, you saw the kind of equipment it has on offer, the kind of fun it has on offer, the kind of practicalities it has on offer, and the bulletproof reliability that comes as standard when the branding reads Honda. And all of this for a price of just 8,59,500, which feels a little bit more for a parallel twin. But then when you look at the character and the kind of legacy that the Hornet branding enjoys, I think you can justify it that way. But still, I would suggest get a test ride of this bike, because that is when you will feel convinced that it is worth every penny, or it is a complete paisa vasool machine with the kind of dynamic, naked powerhouse of biking experience it has on offer. At the same time, the refinement, the reliability of a Honda that saves the day at the end of it all. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, take care, God bless, and ride safe.